Hello and welcome back. And today we're doing another Ben 10 watch. This is the final watch in the Ben 10 series. So the Ben 10 watch here. This is the last Ben 10. This is actually the more high tech one. It's not as good as the other one, I think, but also it looks kind of cool. When you see this, you know what it is. You know, first watch, but it's really cool. First off, the watch design. I use track pieces. Then I use pins for the individual for the for the white color. I actually love using these 1x's here. I don't understand remember the main reason why, but I kind of like them. That's a cool design. It doesn't make it look so sleek and so sleek. Plus, also, I don't have enough of these 2x's, 2x4s, or 2x2s to make it work. So yeah, the top of the watch here has the classic design. Well, not classic. Well, what would you call it? The more modern version of the watch, or the last version of the watch. It's really cool. You have these cool. I guess these are buttons. The green things are buttons. The greens are buttons here, and yeah, the watch when it's on here goes around, and you clip it on to yourself, like so. Like here's the clip, and here's the non-clip, whatever the piece is called. Hold on. Like so, it's hard to get this, but there you go. And then you have the watch. Now it's a little loose on me. It's a little loose. It's a little loose on me. It's a little loose, so you can kind of go down. It's a little loose. But yeah, it's really cool. And, I mean, is that all of it? Well, no. But a lot of it is more like you can't... The reason why this watch is unique is that it shows you different phases of the watch. How this watch worked was... You would... Let me double check something. Okay, I accidentally put the watch on backwards. So let me fix that. So the clip here, this non-clip, is supposed to face outwards, away from you. What you do is you remove this panel here. This is literally a panel. You remove that. And then you put this on, an exact duplicate, except it has a black clip. You add it here. Now this opens up the watch to activate the monsters. And then this, using 4x4 green, light greens from the UFO set, and then obviously 1x2s here, and then a 2x4. You got the 2x2s here, and then a 2x2 round on top, and you add it to here with a spinning piece. This is using the 2x2 pieces here, the light gray and then the black, to create a spinning action, and then a flat 1x1 here. You add it to this, and this is supposed to represent the holographic screen that would come up to select your monster. The monster would be up here. You can turn this. Now the bottom section was like this is honestly a darker green, but I went lighter green because it's the only green curve pieces I have that are big enough. And it is not exactly this big. It's between the size of a 3x6, which looks more like a diamond. Well, it looks more like a stop sign than it does actually look like a circle. And this also gives more, it's a little bit closer to the size because you're able to like touch one, you're able to, like one image of the monster is big enough for your finger, so if you put it between these two stop studs, it's about right. So this is just a little bit too big, but it's close. And the bottom section of this is actually, like I mentioned, a darker green, a darker shade of green. Kind of like showing off, it's hard to describe. Let me show an image of it, let me take an image of the show, and let me show you what I'm talking about. Hopefully this image loads. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. It's hard for me to describe it. But it's really cool. You turn the monster. When you have the one you selected, I think you press it. You press it, and then this comes up. This is the same design as the original Ben 10, where this green circle would come. But this would be, and you hit this to become a monster. So this will come up, which is like it's actually always there. It's just a holographic screen covers it up. This comes up, and then you attach, and then you can attach this. And then slam it to turn into the monster. And then you slam it to become the monster. This falls off because I'm using a broken 4x4. The studs in the middle, see there, they're broken, so it doesn't really attach that well. And that's all. And this is also, by the way, this is I made this. I drew that. So yeah, I think that's very interesting. This is a different kind of watch. You know, you have to do. It's not like you can just add one piece and take off one piece. You actually have to take off the front panel, which is it's actually a 4x4 with a 1x1 here. So yeah, you can see I use 1x1 black studs. Get that curve shape there. So you have to take it off. Then you have to add this piece. Then you have to add the holographic screen for the monsters. Then you have to take it off and then add this to turn into a monster. It's really cool, and it's actually really close to what the show is. You have to watch a Ben 10 the Omniverse video when you're using the watch to see it. It really does capture the image, and I think it also looks really good on watch. Now, this is a little bit, there's one too many of these small clips here, one too many of those here for my hand, but yeah, it's really cool, and it does use quite a bit of parts, but I think it uses just as many as the other watch, with all the pins counted up and everything. Now, one thing to note is, how did I get this big, this 6x5 piece here? Well, it's actually made from a bunch of smaller pieces. When you take this off, you can tell I used 2x2, I used 2x4 dark gray, 1x4 dark gray, and then a 2x4 dark gray, and then 1x3 white in the middle of the studs holes, like like this, like right there, right here. And then I attached it to this clip, to these 4 pins here. The middle pin is covered up by a white spot, and that's because of how Lego works, how the studs are arranged. I can't add to all 3. You attach it to the bottom here evenly, like to those clips, like so, and there you go. You have the watch, and it's really cool. So that's my watch. The new Omnitrix, the Omniverse watch. There are actually some other YouTubers out there who have done this, so go check them out as well. Check out their versions. I actually did not watch their videos of their version of the Omnitrix, this Omnitrix watch. And yeah, let me know if I should do any more, because there's at least 2 more that I can do. 2 more Omnitrixes I can make from Ben 10. And then the Omniverse actually has like alternate versions of Ben 10. So does the alternate version of Ben 10, so like a red watch and then a blue watch. So if you guys want me to do those, let me know down below. And yeah, so yeah, hit the like button, please subscribe, and thank you for watching, and see you guys next time on Omnitrix Studios.